goodness, you know, we need that one great pan that kind of does everything for every meal, and Chef has done it. There is a pan out there right now that's very, very famous. Actually, it's on TikTok and all this kind of crazy stuff, and people, it's like almost a huge cult following about it. And what Chef decided to do was, hey, that was good, but how can we make it much, much better? Thank you, Chef. And he did exactly that with our brand new Today's Special. This one is the everything, all day, every meal, just get it done kind of pan. What makes it super brilliant that I love the most, it gives you the flavor, the taste, and the cooking of cast iron, but he did a cast aluminum. So instead of weighing a gazillion pounds, the pan without the lid is only 2 pounds. With the lid, it's a little over 3 pounds. So it's really, really easy to be able to use this, but you get the results of using a cast iron. This is the only one he's gonna do all year when it comes to the cast aluminum collection, which is complicated to do, it's more expensive to do, so we only do it rarely, and this is your one and only chance to be able to get it. Now, let me go through the colors, and then Chef will take you all through the design, because it is brilliant. We're starting off the top with the cherry. I also wanna grab, if you don't mind, Chef, I'm gonna switch with you. This is the red. So the deepest color and the most popular right now is the red. Then you have the cherry, so you can see the two together. We have 3 different blues, which is lovely. We have the blue slate, the turquoise is the most popular of the blues, and of course we have the classic blue. This is the sleeper right here, guys, is this amazing green. It's gorgeous. I have 500 left for the entire day. We predict that's gonna sell out in this show. We have slate gray, we have black, always popular because it's black. This, to me, I have under 700 of the cream. When you see Chef work with this, it almost has a gorgeous pearlized effect, and I was gonna go for the black. Once I saw him work with the cream, I'm all in. I am buying the cream when I get off the air tonight. And then, of course, we have white. Chef also includes with this for the first time the lid. First time ever you're not buying the silicone handles separately. That's a $20 value that are now included, and you also get 11 amazing custom-made recipes by Chef that go just with the Today's Special exclusively. All right, Chef, so welcome back to the studio.
Well, thank you so much.
So
it's
good
nice
to have
be
you
here.
We've got a lot to show you, so let's get into this design.
Well, first of all, I just want everyone to stop and have a look at how pretty this piece of cookware is, because it really is the most beautiful. I'm holding the cherry red. The hunter green is on fire. The cream is on fire as well. Let me just explain it to you. I call it my all-day pan, because you do breakfast, lunch, and dinner in here. You know me for my DuraPan, which is the name of my non-stick. You get it in the lid, you get it in the base, of course. It is 5 layers on each. What you see in those little dots right there, they're called Braising dots, and what they basically do is distribute that condensation back over your food, so it keeps your food even moister. But you're not just getting a pan and a lid, you're also getting a silicone handle, right, that slides right on there, because these handles will, this does go into the oven, and you get the silicone helper handle. Now, I normally sell a pair of 2 of these for 20 bucks, right?
And they're available right now.
And they are available, and you can go get them, and I suggest you do. But if you pick up this pan tonight, you're getting that for free. So you're really getting the pan for $39, right? Our competitor is selling theirs for $150, right? And that doesn't go in the oven, I might just add.
And it's not dishwasher safe.
And it doesn't go in the dishwasher, you're exactly right.
And it doesn't braise, and it doesn't do a whole lot of other stuff.
But look at this, the DuraPan, the reason we've sold 5 million of them is because it works, right? And when your eggs slide out of your pan like that, you're gonna be very happy too. Now you can see I put a little pour spout in there. That makes for very easy pouring, and we have a strainer lid. Now over here, you're like, what on earth is he doing now? He's deep frying. Yes, you can deep fry in my DuraPan, and you can certainly deep fry in your new Today's Special. Now, look at the temperature. You can see it, right? That I'm actually deep frying.
You could grab your steamer, and that'll help keep all that little...
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Oh, there we go.
Here's what I want you to know. Very, very limited are our trivets. If you want to pick up on these trivets, and have a look at the temperature that you can take your trivets to, because they're half gone already, but I can pop that onto my trivet, and you can see how it's deep frying. Still deep frying, by the way. On my trivet. That's on my trivet, you guys. So you can see the temperature that you can get your DuraPans to. You're not going to damage them in any way, shape, or form. I get asked this question all the time. Can I get it really nice and hot? Well, you answer me that question. I put my grill press on. I've got a couple of ribeyes underneath there. You tell me whether you think this is nice and hot. Golden brown. Oh, you can see the heat distribution is absolutely perfect. I finished this off with a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh pepper. The thing that I love so much about it, Suzanne, is watch this. I slide that on. Look at my steaks sliding around the cookware. Nothing sticks. That's what's so wonderful. Stainless steel utensils.
With no additional butter, no additional oil, nothing.
That's right. You're not going to scratch the cookware, and that is what we love so, so much. You can use it in the stove. You can use it in the oven. I want to walk everyone through the animation.
Yes,
because
please.
I think when you see how we build this cookware, right? Because it looks like cast iron, right? But it's not. It's cast aluminum. It is the best quality cookware I make. It is the most amazing value that we have ever done. I call it the all-day pan because you do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I want you to go on comparative shop. Go have a look at the everyday pan. Have a look at the price on that bad boy because it's $150. Ours is $59. That beautiful deep pan allows you to do so much in there. Of course, we're giving you the 5 layers of the DuraPan, and you can use this on all stove tops, electric, gas, and of course induction. Now induction, by the way, you might not have it yet, but you might have it one day, and once you do have it, it is really, really a great thing to do. The heat distribution is so wonderful. Might be dead.
Sorry.
No problem. No problem at all. But so many different ways to cook and so many different incredible
I was so excited
options.
about that too. Sorry about that.
No problem at all.
All right, guys, so here's your quick update. Again, if you want the green, that will not be available later today. There's no possible way. Now, on the trivets, these are brand new. You choose between the set of 2 black or the set of 2 red. A lot of you have his traditional trivet that's been wildly popular for many, many years. These are new, and they're well over half gone. Those will also not be available later today. Just giving you a couple heads up of what's happening. But here's the cool thing. If you have heard about that other pan that's out here, I actually marked down the differences. The other one is not dishwasher safe. It is not, there's no strainer lid to that. It is not oven safe. That kind of shocked me, actually. It has no braising dots on it, which this does, and it's smaller. It's actually a 10-inch versus this one, which is 11 inches, and that one is about $150. So there's a lot more features built into this, and certainly it doesn't have the DuraPan Nonstick on the inside.
Right, well, I mean, this is a patented technology. We sell it only here at HSN. In fact, I'd love to tell you a little story. I went on this mission to create the best nonstick on the planet, right? Why did I do it? Because I was fed up with people telling me that I could use stainless steel utensils and it wouldn't scratch, and then it did scratch. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go and make it myself. I'm taking those beautiful little chicken bites, by the way. This is the buffalo flavored chicken bites, and I'm sticking them onto my gorgeous little rack there, so you can see what I'm doing. But here's what I do. You guys, I sell my cookware exclusively through HSN. You know what that means? I don't sell it to a rep group. I don't sell it to a distributor. They don't sell it to a retailer because everybody doubles the price. So I totally understand why this is worth $150, especially if everybody has their hand in the cookie jar. But I'm bringing it straight from a factory to you with the help of HSN, and that's why it is this crazy price. And when people get it home, I've read this review time and time again, I just can't believe the quality. Right. People are genuinely shocked.
They really
and I'm
are.
just so stoked about that.
Just kind of, if I can layer onto that.
Yeah.
Of everything that's at hsn.com, everything. Think of all the brands we have. We have some of the best brands in the world, beauty, fashion, the whole thing. Chef's pans are the #1 highest reviewed brand across everything at HSN we carry. So I think for me as a consumer, as a customer sitting at home, I'm like, well, heck yes, I'll try it. In fact, I was so impressed. My husband the other day said, Suze, could you get another pan for us? We need something different. I said, yeah. And he goes, get Chef's. And I go, okay, great. And so I walked in today not realizing, oh, great timing, that we have this one. So I've decided I personally am picking up 2. My producer picked up 1 already. It's because it is wildly different. It's a brand new silhouette, and it's so smart, and it's so versatile. I mean, you name it, from the oven to the stovetop. It works on induction, in case you all have an induction stovetop like I do. And Chef, I think it's so impressive that it can go to 450 degrees.
And here's the cool thing. Now, you can see I put it in without the silicone handle, and when I bring it out, of course, I can put that helper handle on. So if you need that little bit of extra help carrying it from the stovetop, yes, you've got it. I bring it on over here. I've got my silicone handles on there, and then, of course, I can show you what I've done. Now, again, absolutely nothing sticking. This is, my friends, some mashed potatoes. Look at how it falls out of the pan. Have you ever seen mashed potatoes look like that?
No.
You can see they're gorgeously caramelized on the bottom, but see how nothing stuck to the pan?
That's awesome.
And then what I do, here's the cool thing, Suze, I wipe it out, and I'm like, you know what am I going to cook next? I go from the stove straight back to the, I go from the oven straight back to the stove, skin on chicken breast. You guys, I mean, if you had a regular pan, you would need to put oil in,
Oil,
right?
butter, something.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. First, you'd be cleaning it. You'd be scrubbing it, wouldn't you? Look at what I'm holding. 21 cups of oil. You know what this is? 1 tablespoon of oil per night, okay? If you cook in 1 tablespoon of oil per night, over the course of a year, you ingest 21 cups of oil. That's 43,000 plus calories. You can remove them from your diet. You just did your New Year's resolutions, right? So imagine at the end of 2023, if you can say, well, I didn't ingest 21 cups of oil, because it's a pretty cool feeling.
And you know what? And you don't have to do that. And you get the best flavor, the best taste, easiest cleanup. And you know, Chef, I think with your DuraPan, what I've discovered from it is it allows you to cook a lot more variety than you normally would.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you cook a lot of ooey gooey stuff that we love, you don't want to have to wake up in the morning on a Monday with your pan soaking in the sink. You don't want to live that way. When you're getting this, you have just a completely different experience. You don't have to baby it. It's really, really durable. The great thing about it is, though, you get the benefits of cast iron without the weight because it's cast aluminum. For example, this is all one single piece. And Chef, I think this is so cool. You're not seeing any rivets or anything. It's literally one full piece, which again, I think adds to the durability and longevity of it.
Oh, absolutely. And look, here's the great thing. When you get this home, you get in a whole cooking system, right? Whether we're talking about the pour handle, whether we haven't even spoken to you about the lid. We've built in these gorgeous little strainer lids. Now, I talk about these braising dots. Let me explain them to you. They're these gorgeous little dots. What that dot does, by the way, this is also DuraPan, so it is the non-stick lid. These dots will give your food that beautiful moisture very, very simply and easily, right? It just redistributes that moisture. Now, if I show you that pouring spout, which is right over here, and I lift that up, can you see that? Let's see which camera angle can get it. There it is. Okay. So you can see there's the strainer lid there. When I flip it around, and by the way, we give you the indication that it's right there. Over the pour spouts, you get that beautiful little strainer lid. So very, very simple and easy for you to know where it is and know how to use it.
But Chef, what's really funny is when you twist the lid, then you're locking that in place, which is kind of cool. So
that's right.
And here's what I love, is you don't have to let all that yumminess escape if you just want to strain something, because it's right there. So you just turn it to where you need it to be, and then you know, oh, I'm going to strain now. So it just strains out without releasing all the flavor and all the steam. All right, guys, let's go over here, because you might just be channel surfing, and I get it. Chef Curtis Stone is here with us, and I'm thrilled he's in studio. Yeah, I'm a little, I almost tackled the poor guy when I saw him. I was very enthused, because I haven't seen him in 3 years in person. So it's so neat to have him and Rochelle and the whole team here again. It's very exciting. But I want to show you the colors if you're channel surfing, guys, and they're beautiful. So here we go, and here's your update. #1 most popular is going to be the red. That's the one I have on top. The lighter red is a cherry. We're calling this cherry. There are actually 3 blues. We have the slate blue. The turquoise is the most popular right now in the blue family. And then, of course, we have the classic blue. The green, the green, the green. You know what, Chef? I'm going to hold... do you mind if... Is that a hot lid? I don't want to touch it in case... No. Is that a cold lid? Definitely. Okay, look, I'm being a wimp. I want to... And also, too, I want you guys to see the lid on the cream, because that is gorgeous. So here is the green. Here is your update on the green. 50% gone. I have, what, 400, maybe 500 left? Okay, I have 500 left in the green. I want you to get one last good look at it. If you're watching us on replay, it could be sold out by then. But there's the green. Now, I also want you to see this color. It is stunning. This is another newer color. This is the one I'm getting. I changed my mind once I saw it. This is the cream, and there's 700 or 600 left in the cream. I got that wrong. But look, it is almost like it's pearlized. It is absolutely one of the most gorgeous colors I've ever seen, and it changed my mind on the color I was going to get. Then we also have white, so we have your classic white, we have black, and we have stone gray. So those are all your options tonight. Why do I like launching with Chef? #1, because I get to see him first, which is awesome. But #2 is I've got all the colors right now. But Chef, at this rate, that green and the cream are going to sell out really early.
Well, you were talking about the cream. Have a look. I just threw cheese on my cheeseburgers, right? And you know me, I like a little bit of cheese. Then you drop that lid on. I tell you what, it is just such a beautiful feeling. By the way, we've also gone ahead and done a spoon rest in the lid, right? So it's that gorgeous little saddle knob, we call it, because it fits perfectly into your hand like that. You go ahead and pop your lid on, pop your spoon on. By the way, we've put little notches. We've got a 3-piece spoon set for you. So utensil set, spoon, the easy stir spoon, and the turner, right? So I can come over here, I can turn over my gorgeous lamb chops, and let me show you the notch and why I put it in here. I wanted to put that in so I can just rest my spoon like that. So you can see that gorgeous little notch. It's a tiny little detail, but that's what I want you to realize. We go to all of these details for you, so we make your life really simple and easy. So they're the three pieces that fit perfectly. It really is just that wonderful, wonderful toolkit to be actually able to cook in this. Here's that hunter green. We're down below 500 now. My goodness, you guys, I knew it would go fast. I didn't realize it would be quite this fast. Stunning. I've got my chicken breast in here. Let's see. Already we're getting the colour on that chicken breast, and I just put them in, right? So I want to get a little bit more. You saw I put no oil or butter in this cookware, right? So I'm going to just give that just a tiny bit more. Let's crank that temperature up. I threw some zucchini. I've got some tomatoes over there that I'm going to add to this pan. So whether it's the lamb, whether it's the chicken, or whether it's the those gorgeous burgers. Let's go back to our burgers for a second.
They look so good.
Isn't that amazing? So I'm going to go ahead and take those beautiful cheeseburgers. Now, by the way, you see how the cheese isn't sticking to the pan? It'd rather stick to the burger or stick to my utensil here. I go ahead, I get those burgers all on there.
You know what's really funny, Chef? You know, normally when he's working with metal utensils, we have to throw away the spoons and stuff because the stuff he's cooking gets stuck so hard on him. But notice, nothing's sticking. It doesn't stick to the spoon because it's silicone, but look how awesome that is.
I mean, that's just a really, really quick wipe, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the heat retention even after cooking the burgers. Look how quickly that comes back to the boil.
And how evenly.
And how nice and evenly. That's exactly right, Suze. And here's the cool thing. I put a bit of wine. By the way, if you want to pick up on one of these, again, very, very
I was
limited.
trying to push the steamer early on, and he's like, no, not yet. But I love this steamer. And by the way, the steamer's much more limited than the today's special. But why did you create that?
Well, I did it, first of all, I wanted to make a removable lid. So if I wanted to use the steamer just as a splatter guard, I could. You might notice my lamb chops over here are splattering a little. I pop my steamer down, I stick the lid in, which fits absolutely perfectly in over there. Very, very simple. I really think we have another steamer kicking around. Oh, there it is right there. Let me show it to you. So I'm going to actually use this to serve my dumplings once I've finished steaming them. But you can see what I can do here. I'm using this as a splatter guard, right? So the reason that I made this removable is you can extend the pan. Maybe you like doing pot roast. Well, guess what? Now you can do a gorgeous pot roast. I keep losing the colour of the pan, of the lid. Anyway, we'll get it back soon. That's the cherry red. Now you can see the volume, and I know that it looks a bit like a circus with the green and the red. Oh, thank you so much,
Looks like Christmas. Looks like Christmas colors.
So you can see how simple that is. Now we've got all of that incredible space. So it really is.
So if you really are cooking something taller,
that's right,
then that steamer insert's going to be really handy. And in the past, it's been just a steamer insert. You couldn't remove the bottom. So that's upgraded as well. All right, guys, so here's the story. Again, I just want to highlight that green that he's using right now. That is by far the first to sell out. I hope you really can appreciate how gorgeous this cream is. If you don't, and you think it looks pretty good, I promise you, you'll love it in person. In fact, it was funny. I was going to get the hunter green and the black, and then when I saw the cream in action, I'm like, nope, I'm switching. I'm not going to get the black. I'm actually going to get this color. So again, two of the most limited you're actually seeing right now in one shot. A lot of people later today will have no idea those two options were even available. So little heads up if you're trying to make a decision on the color. I do want to mention, Chef, if you don't mind, we also have 5 flex pays. Trust me, I don't care if it's $1.45. I use our flex pay. With our 5 flex, use a major credit card. Right now, it's going to be $11.99 to get this home. You have 30 days to make sure you love it. And if you don't, I always say leave it at the mailbox. You can return it. The problem is this is the first, the last, and the only one in the cast aluminum that Chef's going to do for the entire year. And I think it's a brilliant idea to give as a gift as well. I would never hesitate to give any of his pots and pans as gifts. Also, if you'd like to get this for a little under $20, I got the solution. You pick up our HSN card tonight because we're going to give you $40 off that first purchase. So grab it tonight, and our today's special is now under $20. Chef, what are you working on?
Well, look, I've gone ahead and done this chicken now with the lid on or with the lid off. On the stove or in the oven, it works so brilliantly, and it just is so effortless. Have a look. I lift that lid. Have a look at that. I've done some zucchini. right, which is sort of those zucchini noodles, zoodles we like to call them, a little pesto, some chicken breast, and then have a look at my pan, because this, my friends, is what we normally call a soaker, but when it's DuraPan, it wipes clean. That's why we've sold 5 million of them. That and the fact that you can use your stainless steel utensils every single time. I'm going to go ahead and throw my pork ribeyes in. The beautiful thing here is absolutely nothing sticks, right? The heat retention is wonderful. I'm going back to my oven because I'm going to, before I go, of course, I'm going to reach in and grab myself a silicone handle, right? Don't forget about the value. You're getting these silicone handles included in the never ever been done before, right? So whether you're roasting, and I've roasted a gorgeous chicken in here, again, that helper handle allows you to pick it up and carry it on over. See how I'm mix matching the colors? That's what everyone's going to be doing tomorrow when they dial in. I'm going back again.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I just love the baked item down there too.
Isn't it so great? Well, wait until you see this. Now, this is the turquoise, and of course, you'll be going home with the same colored handles as the turquoise. I'm going to have to just make a little space. So I'm doing so much cooking, I'm starting to already run out of space. Have a look at what I can do, though. I can just squeeze that over the top, right? So that works over the top really beautifully, too. That's my beef. And then I pop that lid onto my lid rest. Another great product that we have for you today.
Is that a roast beef?
It's actually a slow-cooked braised beef. So when you see this...
Oh, stop it.
I mean, look at how simply and easily that beef pulls apart.
Oh my God.
Very, very juicy and tender. And if I pick it up and show, I mean, look, it's just falling apart in my hands.
How many pounds is that, do you think?
So that's probably 3 pounds of beef.
I mean, it's big. That's really...
It's a big old piece of beef, and that's the great thing. The cooking, Suze, just could not be simpler or easier.
Okay, so a lot of you guys are asking about the weight of this, because we keep saying cast aluminum, and I think when you hear the word cast, you're like, and that's the reason we don't have cast iron in my household. It's because I physically, my husband loves it, but I physically can't pick it up and work with it. It's just too heavy. Notice I'm literally talking while I'm moving this one around. It's actually cast aluminum, so you get all the benefits of cast iron, but none of that heavy weight. This is about 2 pounds without the lid. It's just a hair bit over 3 pounds with the lid. You've noticed I'm carrying it in one hand easily. Chef last hour put 4 of them on his pinky. So if you're concerned because you hear the word cast, please don't be. It is extremely lightweight, but you get the benefits of cast iron without having that really heavy, cumbersome weight included, which we love. All right, other details on it, the DuraPan Nonstick. It's 5 layers. It's 4 times the strength of unreinforced nonstick. And here's what I love, Chef, too. It's PFOA free. That is a big deal. I just saw an article about if your nonstick starts to break down, it was insane how many horrible little bits of chemicals you get in your system.
Well, that's the thing about this. It is none of those nasty, so none of those PFOAs. Look at what I'm doing here. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 pieces of cookware on a pinky, you guys. So is it lightweight? Yeah, it sure is. You can see it right there hanging off my pinky. I'm sorry I can't put the lids on, but they would fall off. We've got all 10 colors for right now.
Yes,
but first thing in the morning, when you tune back in tomorrow morning, they ain't gonna be 10 colors. So if you wanna grab one of these colors, I really do suggest you grab it. Are you gonna bring me the eggs there, Kat, my love? Because I'd love to show everyone the scrambled eggs.
Okay, so, oh really? No kidding. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do, Chef. We're gonna show the cream one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, like I said, I switched. I was gonna get the green and the black. That was my original choice. Then he pulled the green out and started working with it here on the stovetop. I'm like, oh no, I'm all about the cream. The cream is now half gone.
Isn't that gorgeous?
So that's gonna be sold out. The green that's right beside it, that's gonna be sold out very, very early. So like you, I'm not messing around and getting both the colors as I get off the air tonight. So I too can get them, because I'm not kidding, they will be sold out. I mean, I'm gonna get them right at 2:05 in the morning. The red is always the most popular though, so if red's your choice, we've got that available. And understand, as the day goes on, there's a whole bunch of people who won't realize we started off with so many colors.
Right.
Like, they'll have no idea because they've already sold out.
Right.
Also, in the trivet, Chef, those are almost completely gone. It's 2 new circle ones in red or black, and now more than 50% of the trivets are sold out.
Well, look at what I'm doing here, Suze. I've gone ahead and thrown some eggs into some peppers, right? Okay. Now, these are my 3-piece utensils. They have those gorgeous little notches, so they fit just perfectly like that. When I want, you ready for this? Just to prove to you that nothing sticks to the DuraPan. Can you see that? See how absolutely nothing is sticking? Now, if you're wondering about this utensil that I have right here, I've designed it so it gets into all the corners of this pan, and you can really see it so beautifully with this particular, I could turn this into a gorgeous omelette if I wanted to. I could do a scramble, of course. Let me take some cheese. I'll use the Parmesan. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some Parmesan in there, right? Now, if you wanna do an omelette, you just wait until you get it to this point, and then you can just kind of fold it down on top of itself, let it roll all the way down, just like that. And this is what you'll be doing every single morning. I mean, this is why I call it the BLD, the breakfast, lunch and dinner, the all-day pan. Look at that.
That's cool.
I mean, imagine making that perfect omelette every single time.
Why is there dry pasta in that hole?
What's that?
Why is there dry pasta?
Oh, well, I wanted to show you. Another reason that we put the hole in there was so that you could do one perfect portion of
That's actually
pasta.
a perfect portion.
That's a perfect portion of pasta.
I didn't realize
And let me
that.
show you another little trick, because we're going to show you a wonderful kettle coming on up here. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and just wipe out my pan. So that's the cleaning done, right? Now, if you want to know how us chefs cheat, right? Because if you want to boil water quick, you know what you do? You cheat. You put your pan on the stove, you press one button on your kettle, which is that button, you'll see the red light come on, right? And this is coming up, this gorgeous little tea kettle. Look how quickly it boils, by the way. You can see those bubbles already starting to form right down the bottom so quickly. So if I wanted to do that perfect portion of pasta, even if it doesn't come to a full and complete boil, you come on over, you ready? Watch this. You see how it boils the second it goes in the water?
That's wild.
And it'll hold that boil, right, because the water's already hot coming out of the kettle.
Right.
This is what we do in those silly competition shows that we're like, quick, you've only got 30 minutes to do blah, blah, you know. I just did Iron Chef.
This is the trick?
This is the trick.
Did you win Iron Chef? Can you tell us?
Well, you know what? It's an individual challenge, so you do multiple challenges.
Yeah.
And I won more than I lost, that's for sure.
Ooh.
I did 3 and I won 2 out of 3.
Oh,
so I was pretty
congratulations.
happy with that. So you just go ahead, you push that pasta down, and you'll be cooking in absolutely no time whatsoever. Now, stainless steel utensils, Susan, no problem at all. I had some stainless steel tongs just there.
That's the other thing everybody comments on, because they're like, oh, do I have to baby it? No, please don't. Have fun with this.
Well, here's the thing. These are my pork ribeyes, and look at the colour that you get. Every single one will look the same, and I'll walk you through that animation one more time. But have a look, nothing scratching that cookware. And that's because of the power of the DuraPan. We love it so, so much. Nothing is sticking. You know what, let's go ahead and roll it one more time, Rock. I'd love to show everyone the animation, because I think when you see it, then you're like, oh, now I understand the value, because yes, this pan sells for $150 under other brands. We're keeping it at $59 for you. 5 layers of DuraPan in both the lid and in the pan. It is a strainer lid, so you don't need a colander anymore. That's an absolute game changer. We've gone ahead and put these beautiful braising dots on the top of the pan, and that keeps your braises, your stews, your curries perfectly moist. The whole pan transfers straight into the oven. Now, don't forget to remove those silicone handles when you put it in the oven, because you don't want them to get hot. And if you leave them in the oven, of course they will. You just put them in with the silicone handles, and then, of course, when you remove it from the oven, you use the silicone handles to do that as well. Very, very simple and easy, whether you're blanching or boiling. Any stove. Of course, you use it on induction, the same way you can use it on electric or gas. I tell you what, Suze, you keep saying you're going to get the cream. I think you're going to have to walk off the air and get it before the show ends, because I think we're going to be sold out before we're done.
Can I tell you, my phone is literally in my little basket over there. I could literally order, and I should. Honestly, my producer Rocky just said, when we take a break, you might want to order it. I really want the cream. Once I saw you work with it, like, Chef, the cream is gorgeous, you guys. Like, and there's going to be a handful of all of us who will ever own that cream color. It is just stunning. Now, here's what's going to happen. We'll have white left, and people will grab the white, but there's something uber chic about this cream. I don't know what it is. It's almost like a pearlized look. It's just really, really elegant. All right, here's how many we've sold. Just to give you a quick update. In literally this show tonight with Chef, the launch, we've sold now, what? Well, we're heading up on 4,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we're going to get there probably by the time the hour is done. We'll be at about 4,000. And unfortunately, like I said, a couple of colors are going to be sold out. Just remember, there's something very famous out there that people are going crazy over. It's about 150 bucks, right? And people love it, but I don't know why, because they're going to love this one even better. And I wrote down the differences because it's so substantial. Number one, this is dishwasher safe. That's not. This, theirs doesn't have a strainer lid. This does. Theirs is not oven safe. That totally blew me away. You could not put it in the oven. So Chef's spoiling us on that. They have no braising nubs on it. Also, it's smaller. Theirs is a 10-inch. Ours is actually an 11-inch. Please remember what Chef did, and this is the only time he's doing it this year. This is cast aluminum, okay? So you get the benefits of cast iron without the weight. He included the lid for the first time. He included the silicone helper handles. There's 2 of those. Those are normally a $20 purchase by themselves. You're now getting it with our today's special. And again, it's only while they last, and it's only for a really limited time.
You forgot about my beautiful little recipe book.
I'm sorry, I get so excited about
I gave you 11 gorgeous recipes.
What's your favorite in there?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. There's braises and stews and there's grills and oh, this is a beautiful little frittata. I tell you what, look at that giant
what is
cookie.
that?
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Giant cookie. All right, we gotta roll.
Rocky's like, come on, you guys,
Really?
get up.
You guys didn't prep that cookie for us tonight? Come on. Rochelle, you guys are slacking on us. It looks so good. All right, guys, because you can bake with this. By the way, don't forget about placing your order on hsn.com. Honestly, that's how I do it. It's so darn easy because you just knock it out. I literally gonna go on my phone during the break and get my 2 colors before they are gone. All right, Chef.